Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Week 3 action in the Alliance Division of the World Football Alliance. This week, we're going to cover all of today's Alliance Division action leading up to tonight's game of the week between the Memphis Hounds and Houston. Be sure to check that out. We're going to start off today. We're going to by covering the Week 2 Players of the Week from the Alliance Division last week. Our Offensive Player of the Week from last week, Michael Uhus, the quarterback out of the London Black Knights. He went 22 for 31, 336 passing yards, and 5 passing touchdowns on the day for him. Our Defensive Player of the Week for Week 2, second straight week where a Columbus Aviators player has been Defensive Player of the Week. That defense looking strong in the early part of this year. Player of the Week on the defense was Tyrone Pippins, defensive tackle, as we said, from Columbus Aviators. He racked up 9 tackles and 2 sacks. He also forced a fumble and recovered a fumble. So a great day for him. Congratulations to both those players. Now let's get right into today's highlights. We're going to start things off with the Brooklyn Barons, who hosted the London Black Knights. Let's get you over those highlights. We'll start things off. Touchdown pass by Brooklyn to number 88 there, Bags, the little receiver. We like the celebration just as much as the touchdown. That starts the scoring for Brooklyn at home. London would answer back the quick crossing route by Uhus, complete there for a touchdown. Right before the half, Brooklyn answers back. Touchdown reception by Vanderhot, who continues his good season. And he burns the defender who takes out the camera. Going into halftime, here's your stats. 14-10 Brooklyn leads, back and forth game stat-wise. Going into the third quarter, there's Steed taking the handoff. His first touchdown of the game. Right up the middle. Coaches, please take another look at it. Stefanovic hands it untouched, walks it in for his first of the game. There'd be more from Steed. London would again answer back with a long touchdown pass. Here, Uhus hits the receiver on the deep post. Swilling would take it to the house, somewhere in the area, 70 yards, I believe that one was. No one would catch him. Uhus continues to produce this season. Back and forth fight by Brooklyn and London here into the third. Right now, 21-19 Brooklyn. That was right after the Smalling touchdown. London would go for 2 there to try the game. It would be picked off. Uhus's 2-point attempt picked off, taking the length of the field by Brooklyn, which results in 2 points for them. So a 4-point swing there. Instead of a tie game, Brooklyn leads it by 4. And that's where you stand, 23-19, until Steed strikes again for his second of the game. Almost brought down. Displays excellent balance to stay on his feet and walks it into the end zone for his second of the day. Brooklyn go out to a 10-point lead at this point in the third. There you see the balance by Steed. And here would be Steed's third touchdown of the day, this one from much further out than the first 2. You see here Vanderhot, amazing block downfield that springs Steed. London would answer right back on the very next play, their first play from scrimmage after the kickoff. Uhus would throw his third of the day, a quick slant that is then You see him slip a tackle there and turn on the Jets. Another extremely long touchdown pass by Uhus, this time to Wyndham, who takes it the length of the field, but it's not enough as Brooklyn comes out on top, 37-29. Take a look at the numbers there. All right, as you see, good performance there by Brooklyn Barons. Great day for the running back Steed there for Brooklyn, adding 3 touchdowns there. Next up in our highlights, we travel to San Antonio. The Toronto Thunderbirds travel down to San Antonio to take on the Marshalls. Let's get you to those highlights. All right, first play of the game here. San Antonio drops back to pass. Picked off, first play of the game, Toronto Thunderbirds. There you see the interception by Jonathan McKinney getting up high to pick it off first play. Coach isn't happy. Few plays later, Toronto turns the turnover into a touchdown. Zamatis on the quick cross. Touchdown. Toronto takes the lead. Next touchdown there you see Cudho, deep post, well guarded, but he comes up with the touchdown reception there. Here it's the first half in. San Antonio finally adds their first touchdown, a quick slant by the tight end Means there, who had a good game. That takes it to halftime, 17-13, Toronto leads. There you see the Marshalls led in offensive yards. Coming out to start the second half, Marshalls sack the Toronto quarterback, who fumbles the ball, scooped up and ran in for a touchdown. Following that, San Antonio would be driving again to put the game out of reach, but a interception thrown, picked off there by Toronto's Trey Osborne. Here now, 2 minutes left in the game. Toronto looking to take the lead, and they do. Pass complete, second touchdown of the day for Zamatis. That puts Toronto up by 1 point with 2 minutes left to play in this game. They would add the extra point. Zamatis continues to have a good season so far here early on. San Antonio drives down the field pursuing possession, kicks a field goal to take the lead 25-23. Toronto looking to drive down at the end and take, but interception there by San Antonio, first of the game, puts it away for them. Great home win there, tight fought ball game. You see there the number, San Antonio comes out on top. And welcome back. San Antonio able to win a hard fought game there. Back and forth game. Good game there down in San Antonio. The Marshalls come out on top. Our third and final highlights of the day, we will send you up to Chicago, where the Chicago Tigers hosted the 1-1 Orlando Wizards. All right, we start the highlights here in Chicago with a punt block. First possession of the game for Orlando. 33 comes off the edge, blocks the punt, scooped up by 93, walks it in for the touchdown, then makes a move for the celebration. After that, Trevor Lee will hit Edwards on an inside slant. Another touchdown for Chicago, up 2 scores. And that would be the halftime there, 14-3, Chicago dominating the first half. Coming out for the second half, they add another touchdown. They are in a commanding lead at this point. Trevor Lee's second touchdown pass, until a 68-yard touchdown for Damar Hodge, the running back of Orlando, finally gets them on the board. Here you take a look at it. Long 68-yard touchdown run. He has the ability to break off these chalk plays. You see he run right over a defender here, stiff arming out of his way. Chicago would answer back with their own lengthy touchdown to make it 28-10. This one by Mims. He'll take it out right side, make some defenders miss. Break a tackle there. Good blocking downfield as he gets it in. Here, the second block punt of the game for number 33 of Chicago. The second block punt that results in a touchdown for Chicago. Outstanding special teams by them. Orlando here would try to fight back, hitting Jones. Sermon hits Jones there. Excellent spin move to get in the end zone. His first career touchdown. But it's a little too late for Orlando. As you see here, Mims would break off another 25-yard run for a touchdown. You see the hole clogged up. He bounces it out to the right, and he has nothing but room ahead. He takes that one in. And that would do it there. Chicago gets their first win, dominating at home 45-20. So there's your highlights from Chicago. Chicago gets their first win of the season, and they move to 1-2. That drops Orlando Wizards down to 1-2 after an impressive Week 1 victory. The Orlando Wizards have dropped 2 straight. They'll need to get it back on track. So in other scores from around the league, let's see here. We had Austin fall to Sacramento Condors 20-13. Sacramento improves to 1-1. Austin falls to 0-2. We also had the Salt Lake City Elks drop by a field goal. I believe that one went to overtime to the Mexico City Golden Eagles. Mexico City winning that one by a field goal. They improved to 2-1. Salt Lake City drops their first loss. They fall to 2-1. We also had Oklahoma City lose by 2 points. Some good games this week. They lost by 2 to the Portland Nighthawks. That final was 28-26. Portland gets their first win of the year. They improved to 1-2. Oklahoma City Nighthawks fall to 1-2. That was the battle of the birds there between the Nighthawks and the Snowhawks of Portland. And our last score from around the league, we had the San Diego Aftershocks get blown out by the Columbus Aviators. We talked about their strong defense. Columbus improves to 2-0. They won that one 42-21 over San Diego Aftershock, who fall to 1-1. No byes this week in the Alliance Division. All Alliance Division teams competed against each other this week. So there's your scores. There's your news. Players of the week from last week. Like I said earlier, stay tuned tonight for the game of the week, Week 3 Alliance Division. Memphis Hounds versus Houston. We will see you then. Thanks for tuning in to the World Sports and Entertainment Network. I'm DB Love. We'll see you guys tonight.